Hi there, this is anyways playing against Neuster. Possibly German, no, it's a Spanish guy. And we will see which opening we will end up in. Looks a little Italian to me. I'm not a big expert on openings, you probably know that if you have seen even one or two of my videos. You instantly will spot that I'm not familiar with anything more than very basic concerning openings. I think this pawn was under attack. He might have had the chance to get on that. He didn't decide to do, or didn't see it. Let's put a little pressure on the rook here in the f8 square. I didn't think he had to be that scared. I was not meaning to push him away yet. But he has plans in the center. Obviously he planned to move this d pawn to d5 and thus needed to prepare this by moving the rook away. Can we go for that? I think we can, because the knight doesn't have too many extra nice places to go. He might go here to f4, yes it is. But I think we should have our own ideas against e5 here, which is in fact only a double pawn, but still it is a pawn, and we should be able to create some tension there at least. I'm not sure if I would take, if I could, probably I would, but at least Neuster has something to think about now. Let's put one more piece into that attack and also have a look with the bishop to the queen. Let's say I think we can take the queen here with a knight. That should work. He might give up, and he does. Oh, I tried to give him a revenge, but he didn't want to. So next opponent it is KBBX. Where is it from? A Czech player. Hey, that's really fun if you say that in English. It's not as fun as if I said it in German, but in English it's really fun. He's a Czech player, chess player, Czech player, whatever. It's close. Anyways, let's add this little check and check and take this bishop. First stabilize here in center. I don't feel like already going for a big attack for the queen or anything. Let's castle, and then probably next prevent the queen from being all over my place. I do like this because it might allow me to take here. It didn't, but I can chase the queen, and I can draw green arrows on the lighter fields. I can't draw them as well on the dark squares, but that's none of your concern, I guess. Let's put a little more stabilizing moves in here. Try to sneak in on e2, perhaps grab the half open file that I was offered, and if he takes the queen I can just exchange and probably be up a pawn here, because I have the knight and the rook watch over this square here on e4, and now I'm 2 pawns up, which probably is time to start exchanging material. Let's exchange rooks, will you? KBBX? I think he will do it. I'm pretty sure he will. Let's see. No, he won't. He won't yet, let's say like that. Let's be prepared for back rank trickery here. I was first thinking about exchanging here, taking back with the rook, but then I would have got mated on d8, which is not that nice, especially not if you're up material. You don't want to get mated then. So I decided to create a flight square here. I don't actually feel like having the exchange on board yet. and I don't want to have his rook on 7th rank either. I want to be in control of that d7 square as long as I can. Let's see if we want to push here next. Probably not, because of that knight to h5 move. How to continue? Actually, if he moves to... oh no, I thought I could take the h3 pawn then, but he has a nasty fork here on f6, because after my g pawn is gone, f6 is unprotected. I can go for something else. I can go for... no, I can't anymore. I want to have the king out of the side chassis in the back row, because now I can't put the rook. Let's put it here. What about that pawn? Show me you can defend that, KBBX. Probably knight to here it is, and that should give me an extra pawn here. Oh, that's nasty, but I think I can hold it like this because it's protecting the b7 pawn at the same time as it takes material. That exchange should be okay for me, because I get the b2 pawn, have b7 under control, and now move the king here to have f7 under control as well. If he checks me, I can just push the pawn, I think, at least. KBX is up time, so I should be careful not to lose in time in the end, but I guess that's very much possible. Let's move here. All the pawns are protected right now. That back row pawn can come with me. I don't mind moving him further to his inner duty. He wants to get eventually exchanged for a queen, so let's help him with that quest. I'd be very happy to exchange rooks. Let's do it, come on. Thank you. You get a free pawn, and I get to chase you over there, take your last pawn, win by moving this pawn through to promotion. He can take, I don't mind, and I have plenty of time to mate. KBBX, thanks for playing already, and let's hope I'm able to mate him, because of course there's stalemate problems. Let's be cautious. Here's one place to go to, or two places to flip from one to each other, and he does that as long as I want, and then I got mate down here on b7. Thank you for playing. That worked out very well. If you want to see more, give me a thumbs up, subscribe to the channel, and of course leave a comment telling you like me doing this, because then I might do more for you in English. See you next time. Goodbye.